is enough, and it's time for a change.
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Get some love!
Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey, yo!
We're in the big D tonight, baby, and we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar should.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Oh, son of a bitch. That is right. The glass just shattered, which means two things. Your left ear is ringing and your right ear is stinging. That is right. It's the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa, always kicking it with the hashtag tech guy, the Newport Knight, the Welsh Wizard. Like I keep saying, I'm going to keep saying it. Hashtag tech guy, kiss the girls and make them cry. It's the gal them sugar shugs.
Yo, yo, yo.
It is the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, right live on the United Podcast Network and TRN. We have our guests on the show today. It is none other than Emerald Mike Rodrigues.
Straight off Professor Force One, bada boom, smartest dude in the room. How you doing, Kenny and Jugs?
Oh, good. Oh, good. I like that. That's what I'm saying. We're coming through with the catchphrases shit. Now, listen. Hey, I gotta get the next guy on. Always with that fucking Belmont banter. It is James Belmont.
It is indeed. I was on Pigeon Patrol, took a left and found myself right here on Sunday Segue.
Now, listen. This guy needs little introduction because he's the biggest guy in the room with the, you know how it is with Chad B. Broughton.
Yeah. Shout of the devil. What's up, man?
All good. How you been, bruh?
Been doing all right. How about yourself?
Been doing good.
Good.
Stuffing my face as always, regretting it, and then stuffing it a bit more. No, it is. But it's all good. Waistline is nice, so it's all good.
As long as you're keeping trim, that's all that matters.
How's the family, man?
Doing great. Everybody's asleep right now over here in the States, but hey, that's what matters. A safe family in the house.
It's all about. That's what it's all about. Emrod, you were on a couple of weeks ago. Got to get you on again because obviously, as you know, it's invasion of the offshoot radio crew. If it was a family of podcasts, you guys would be our cousins. So our cousins have come round to play on a Sunday. You know how it is,
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We come to play.
That's a nice spin. I like that.
But, how you been anyway, Emrod?
Oh, man, I've been good. I mean, like you said, I think this is the first time I've been on in a consecutive month. So I'm pretty good. I'm up early enough. I got my rest. Got my beauty sleep. I'm good. I'm ready to go, man.
Ready to go. Belmont, hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Offshoot's doing well. It's good to be back on here. I can't remember the last time I was on here.
A while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
I must be the distant relative in this family.
Listen, man, we ain't going to leave you out in the cold. You're the black sheep.
I know. But it's all good. Tottenham started yesterday, but, I've come to expect that now.
Shug, Daddy, what's happening?
It's all good, man. It's all good.
You sound pissed. What's up?
Nah. It's just that's the Sunday vibe, innit?
Yeah.
I don't get going until I hear that Soccer Sunday, until I hear that music, and that's when I kick into life.
Cammy on the screen.
Yeah. I seen him this morning. They got Balassi and Punchy.
Oh, Balassi. Listen, the guy's sick. But fuck a Ben Shepherd. But yeah. All right, Shugs. Quick questions. All right, here we go. Enzo or Santino? IC
Enzo.
title or US title?
IC.
Boxing or UFC? Mayweather or Pacquiao?
Money Mayweather
Boom.
all day.
No way, mate. No way.
I'm gonna put some money down on Pac.
Yeah, Pac's gonna knock
Mate,
him
it's
out.
all do you know what's pissing me off? All the panda. That's what pissing me off. I watched some show they had on Sky last week, and it's just propaganda. That's all it is. That's how they sell the fight, though, innit? That's how they sell the fight.
Right.
A good guy versus a bad guy.
Sold out in 60 seconds.
Well, no, the 1,000 seats they had for normal people sold out in 60
Listen, check this, yeah. 16.
How long's it going to take 1,000 seats to sell it for anything? About 60
Well, listen to this, right? 16,500 seats in the place. Only 1,000 of them go to fucking boxing fans. 15,500 of media, celebrities.
I was reading last week, and they said that the gate receipt, so for 16,500 people, are going to be the same as the gate receipts for the Super Bowl.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit!
Well, this is like one of the biggest boxing matches.
They reckon they're going to take 71 million on of gate receipts.
It's the most. This is the biggest, most money earning boxing match in the world ever. I mean, how much is it? I think it's listen, Mayweather take 140 mil, and Pacquiao takes 90 or something.
60-40 split
they're doing. So it takes 90, 85.
But, they said ringside seats are will start in at 250,000.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, listen, it's crazy, bruv. Literally, the seats, normal seats, the normal ones go in at 47 grand.
Oh,
Jesus.
Hell, imagine if it's first round stoppage. How pissed would you be if you
my
spent 250 grand on that?
No shit.
Oh, that's the shit.
Oh, man. It's crazy. Anywho, let's get into the show. Talk about the wrestling. Right, so website people, check out the new website. There's Sunday Segue podcast, .wix.com/Sunday Segue. Also, follow us on Twitter. That's at Sunday Segue. Segue spelled SEGUE. Also, like us on Facebook, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Email us at sundaysegue@gmail.com. We're on Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and don't forget to, iTunes, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. All right, couple shout outs. Gonna make this quick. All right, so, shout out to Championship Themes. Hardy Evolution, Keith Champ Creed, WWE Mania. Shout out to Outside Interference, that's at Interference 316, Mr. DDJT, No Fun Paul, Selling Like Seth. Also shout out to Hector Gathe and Eddie Young. Shirley Crabtree, back. Yeah, and that's it. So, Shugs, any shout outs?
No, I'm good.
James?
Just Roxy, who's not here today because she's got a prior engagement. But yeah, my Welsh wonder.
Okay. Chad?
Hey, you gave a shout out to Selling Like Seth. That's one of my boys, so holler at you.
Okay. And last but not least, Professor.
All right. At Quinn Wrestles and at Quinn Media. Shout out to them.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Ollie. That's right. King Ollie, Oliver Benji, just had a child. So yeah, want to give a shout out to welcome to Hollywood, young Ali. So give a shout out to him.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Shout outs to obviously our partners in crime, Max Wrestling magazine. Check them out, maxwrestling.wix.com/Max Wrestling. New issue coming out soon. Also want to give a shout out to our boys at Dark Match Podcast. They're going to be on the show next week. Love them boys, funny lads, so they're going to be on next week. Now let's get into Raw. Shugs, Rollins, Orton in ring. Yeah, it's a weird one. The show pretty much fully was all about Orton and Rollins, just like last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, at least they're actually building to Extreme Rules, so they're actually giving you some storyline for the match that's going to be the main event, which is sometimes it's only the last hour of the show is building to the pay-per-view, and they still expect people to buy it, So at least they kept the storyline going through the whole show about these two are going to face off in Extreme Rules.
Okay. Chad, does this feel like a main event to you? Does it feel like a main event program?
It does and it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm partly biased because Rollins and Orton are my two guys, but it does to me in a sense because I don't know who else would be there anyway right now.
Mm-hmm. True. Belmont, after that we got Harper Ambrose. Harper spoke, which was good, but I just kind of get a feeling like he should speak a lot more.
He should. I reckon he's got a lot more to give, to be honest. As far as this goes with Ambrose, this should have happened ages ago, because now Dean Ambrose is actually getting some momentum again.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones where, Ambrose was kind of stagnant for a bit, and this is a decent program with, with Harper at least, because they're going to have a crazy match. This little match here that happened on Raw was pretty much to set up, the pay-per-view match, wasn't it?
It was a sick little brawl, just like a sign of things to come. If I was going to watch Extreme Rules, that would be a match I'd want to watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, bar Rollins and Orton, but I can just sense shenanigans from a mile away, so I'm not too keen on that one.
I mean, when I look at Harper and Ambrose now, especially going into Extreme Rules and thinking what the outcome's going to be, this could be a quick program, or it could be a long-term feud. It would be nice to have a long-term feud. These guys just fucking each other up, just like El Snow and fucking Hardcore Ollie when they had their little shtick. But yeah, Professor, primetime players. Scared the shit out of fucking Rollins.
Oh.
That segment was great.
Oh, I love these guys, man. How can you not like the PTPers, man? And this is why I want them in the title picture, or at least somewhere near it. I mean, these guys are entertaining as fuck. They never cease to make me laugh. And scaring the shit out of Seth Rollins made it even funnier. Hey, you don't talk like that to the champ, okay? You don't do that to the champ. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that.
I love that impression. He is so country.
It's great,
Oh
man.
my god, it's embarrassing.
I loved it. It was great. The whole entire thing, man.
But on a serious note, Mike,
I'm sure Seth feels so safe right now.
on a serious note though, Mike, obviously primetime players, they're kind of being placed in a comedic role, but not much in-ring time.
Yeah, and that's disappointing, because they can go in the ring, and I don't know why WWE is so keen, although they're entertaining, and I have no problem with them, speaking their mind and telling jokes, because they're funny, like I said. I'd like to see them in the ring in a more serious note, and, getting stuff done in the ring, getting a shot at those tag team titles, because look at the division right now. There's not really many teams, aside from the New Day and Kid and Cesaro. I mean, who knows what Goldust is doing now, and, Stardust is all by himself and everything, so they don't have many tag teams, so why waste the PTPers? They're so talented. They've proven they can do it, so why not just give them a shot at the title and go for it? I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah, Titus revels in these little bits because it's like he's being himself, and he's just being himself. Yeah. But maybe they're just building them up to, make them more noticeable now and then put them in. But yeah, we'll see. Chad, Lucha Dragons versus New Day. What was your thoughts on the match?
It was all right. I mean, it's the Lucha Dragons. Anytime I get to see Kalisto, actually, I'm usually not a big Lucha fan myself, but Kalisto, I've said this before, to me, Kalisto is better than Rey. So anytime I get a chance to watch him, it's there. New Day, are they finally getting over as a heel? I think they are, and this is what we've all waited for from them, actually. So I love how it ended, because it made New Day look like heels finally.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what's going to come to you, Shugs. Obviously, the Dragons are just like super over. This is probably one of the best times since the Shield, I suppose, since someone's come up from NXT and they are just like over. But was you surprised that the New Day went over?
Yeah, I suppose, but I suppose them going over like that makes the Lucha Dragons look better, because the New Day had to cheat to beat them, and then like the guys were saying, it makes the New Day look like more heels, and actually they have some sort of direction, so they're heels that act like they're not heels. So it's just actually some decent direction on the New Day, but I think they still need to heal it up a bit more though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hopefully that comes, in the coming weeks. But we'll see. If they heal it up, maybe we'll have something. But Shugs, I know you was marking up when Orton come in and just RKO'd your guy Woods.
Orton pose.
Yeah, just Woods is just so shit.
I just literally alley-oop, just set it up so Shugs could just slam dunk that shit right there. Always have to give him the fucking Woods. Kofi in his concave chest.
Oh God. Somebody said it. Somebody said it.
Shit, man.
Oh,
I'm
buried
sorry.
him in the woods, man.
Man said bury them in the woods like old Yeller. Like,
Buried him in the woods, man.
oh shit. Anyway, Belmont, Curtis Axel should not be dancing.
I actually forgot about this team. Mentioned it. Oh, for fuck's sake! I feel so sorry for the dude.
Oh my God, Fandango.
Fandango is only over twice a year.
Oh man, I mean, they need to listen to Sugs. Creepy Johnny needs to come back and just heal it up, because they have something there.
Well, the only thing that's over with Fandango is the theme music. It's not actually him.
Yeah,
That's what I don't think people seem to realise that at the moment.
Axel.
Well, we do.
Yeah, we do.
No, present company accepted. You know, I'm just saying. Elsewhere in that WWE universe, yeah.
Axel, he's doing his ish at the moment. It's a bit noticeable, but it's not much more than just the comedic stuff. Which obviously he's more talented than that, but he's just missing. I suppose he's missing that kind of seriousness. You know, people taking him seriously, like they do with others, but. Time will tell to see what happens with that, whether he stays a comedic character or whether they can actually find something for him. But yeah, he just should not be dancing. Definitely should not be dancing. He looked like fucking one of them drunk uncles at the barbecue or something. It's way past, it's 10 o'clock, people are tired. They're just on the dance floor. They've been dancing for way too long. People sit down and it's just this one geezer on the dance floor still dancing. Why? Put the red stripe down and just sit down. Stop it. All right. Professor, are you looking forward to Tough Enough?
Am I looking forward to Tough Enough? It's had many incarnations. That's no secret. I mean, it's the early 2000s when it first kicked off and then disappeared, came back in 2011, then disappeared again. So I guess it's a wait and see, because I don't know how they're going to spin this one. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're looking for just independent wrestlers or if they're looking for actors or wherever they're doing. I have no idea. I don't know who the trainers are going to be. Austin was supposed to do it. He's shooting his own television show at Broken Skull Ranch Challenge thing that he does on CMT. So I don't know who they're going to use, and I don't really know how the show's going to be. All I can hope is it's like the early Tough Enough, because the early Tough Enough was actually pretty good. 2011 wasn't that bad. They just chose the wrong guy. I mean, everybody could see that they chose the wrong guy. And what's that guy doing now? Flipping burgers or something?
That's the Levine guy.
Yeah,
that's his name. Yeah, he had one segment with Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk, and never to be seen again.
Yeah, well, see, Austin knows. He knows, man, that he had no talent. Just a nice stunner. Give him a nice stunner. Like, get the hell out of my ring. You don't belong here.
If I could throw this out here, has any Tough Enough winner actually ever done anything after winning that show? Anything of note?
No, actually people I think that actually lost, like Morrison, he's Lucha Underground, doing his thing, and Matthews is on TNA doing his thing, calling it solo. So, no, really, I don't think.
That goes for any reality competition show. The winner always sucks less or worse than the second place person. The second place person, or worse, always does better than the winner.
Mm. Yeah, it's weird how that works.
I know. Go look at American Idol. It's the same, stuff like that. It's always the person who comes out as a star was not the winner.
Professor, you seen any of the videos yet?
I have not seen. I've maybe seen one. They're all ridiculous as all hell, bro. But hey, that's to be expected. I mean, I was waiting for it. I was like, as soon as Triple H dropped the announcement, I was like, oh, incoming impressions of Hulk Hogan and yelling and screaming at a camera in your basement.
I've seen some decent ones. I've seen some decent ones, especially with the women who are independent scene wrestling. Some of those women, and they haven't done like beauty shots or anything like pure wrestling footage, and them just saying about the passion and that they're second generation because their dad used to be wrestlers and stuff. So I've seen some decent ones. But I want to give a shout out to our man Sharon Watson, who was on the show last week. He actually just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to send in a Tough Enough video. So just go on to Sean's Twitter. We posted it up yesterday. I just looked at this one and I thought, you know what? He said, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. What do I have to lose? all they got to do is say no.
Major respect.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. With the power of social media, we could get him on tough enough, so we got to get that down.
No shit. Sharon, H-Dub. All right, let's go on. Chad, it was nice to see Kane get vexed, man. It was nice to see him just be like, fucking, we could have made El Torito, Chad.
Dude, this pro, or whatever you want to call it, mic work from him was absolutely gorgeous. He was freaking hilarious. He looked like he had life again. And the whole time, he had me going. Like, I was laughing. I was screaming, like, yeah, get him. It just, he's making people hear about it. After so long of everybody being like, oh, why was Kane there? I know some people still say that, but he's making you give a shit about him right now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
I think so.
It just felt like he was like morphing back into Isaac Yankem DDS. He was like morphing back, just like those early Isaac Yankem promos saying, Bret Hart, I'm gonna pick your teeth out, dog. And then, yeah, it's just nice to see him like that. Shugs. Naomi. I thought I'd give her another week just to kind of see how she kind of fared, but I still don't believe her, man.
No.
God.
It's like she's too nice to be a heel. So it seems like she's playing a heel. Like always the best people are the ones who are just turning themselves up or being extended characters on themselves. But it's just like, it seems like she's too nice. She hasn't got it in her.
Yeah.
It's like she hasn't got any bad bones in her body, so then she's like pretending at being horrible.
I think that's the perfect description. She's just like literally playing.
Whereas
heel.
like the Bellas are just being themselves. Bitches.
I keep saying, just imagine Sasha Banks in that role.
Man.
They could have easily called her audible and just put her in that role, or put Charlotte in that role. They could have put any one of them who's playing bitches in that role. I mean, I don't know if you've seen NXT this week, but Becky Lynch has just stepped it up. She just stepped it up.
I love Becky Lynch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just they could have.
I was just going to say, I don't understand the Naomi heel turn anyway, because I think Paige is the only face in the Divas division now, which makes zero sense.
I guess Natty kind of is. I don't know. Like,
she's with the tag team though, so that's
what I was going to say. Now you have a somewhat face diva with a heel tag team and a heel diva with a face tag team.
Yeah, so it's awkward. It's awkward.
So the anti-diva is the only face in the Divas division.
Well, apparently AJ was meant to turn heel. That's what happened, and then she just kind of sprung the obviously I'm retiring stick, and then they decided to change Naomi. But they could have. Come on, man, come on. This was a perfect opportunity to bring someone up and be a bitch. It's not like they have to fucking learn how to be a bitch. Like they know they're doing it already. Like they're doing it already. All Sasha Banks has to do is walk past the camera, come back again, and fucking boss ring in your face. That's it. It's done. She's the boss.
Or better yet, just use Emma to do that.
Oh my God.
Paige got attacked. Imagine if Emma done it.
Just fucking slap chicks around the chops like she did with Bailey. That slap was horrible. But anyway, I digress.
That's a dirty slap.
Yeah.
Somebody call her mama.
Oh God. But I digress. Right, so let's set the scene. Right, Heath Slater, yamming some salad. Don't know what salad dressing to put on. Eric Rowan, not talking, got the mask on, sitting down. Know your role, shut your mouth. RKO, in your face. Rant, Shugs, rant music right now. Okay. If you are booked to take a fucking RKO and that's it, there is a problem. There is a massive problem. You are fucking booked to take an RKO, and that's the only thing that's going to be happening to you on the television, on my television screen, on your television screen, on everyone's television screen, on that same night. That's the only thing. The only thing. Houston, Texas, Seattle, London, India, we have a problem. Eric Rowan, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. I know you might like the role that you're in. Maybe you just chomping at the bit to try and get something else under your role. But Heath Slater, comedic character, sitting there. Again, you're booked to take an RKO. I think if it's going to be, Future Endeavor time soon, maybe. I hope not. But man, you've had loads of lives, dog. You've had loads of lives and you're still not doing nothing. So, don't know what to do about that. Ran over. Shugs, what the hell is going on with Bo Dallas's goatee?
What a transition.
What about the fact that, how long was he off TV for?
A long time.
And what was his injury?
Oh, I can't remember.
Wasn't it his ankle or something, or his foot? I don't.
Yeah, so why is he still such a fat bastard?
He's got that Baron Corbin belly button going on.
He's just got that wet t-shirt, man. He's dipping his t-shirt in the sink or something and then putting it on, and it's like he's got a swim top, you know, so his mum's putting the swim top on so he doesn't fucking burn himself in the pool. IRS with a briefcase sat by the side of the pool, just like, come on.
I'm doing our tax returns, goddammit. Oh my god. What do you reckon, Shugs? Is he going to goatee for some fucking Brothers of Destruction shit going on?
Yes.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Are you alright? You got your breath there, Professor? You alright?
Yeah, that boatee, man. That boatee is just too much. That boatee is too much.
The boatee. Oh shit. Why did I think of that? What's up with that?
The professor, man. That's what I do.
Oh man. Alright. What we're gonna do right now, Belmont, right? We're gonna have a 1-to-1 with Roman Reigns. That's what we're gonna do. Because Roman Reigns came out, okay? He decided just to do whatever he's doing with Bo Dallas. And then he decided to say, why don't you believe that? So we're gonna have a 1-on-1 with Roman Reigns. Let's just do this right now. Roman, okay. What are we meant to believe, sucker? What are we meant to believe, huh? Are we meant to believe that you're ready to be main eventer? Because I don't believe that, sucker. Are we meant to believe that, the feud with you and Big Show is meant to be decent? I don't believe that, sucker. Are we meant to believe your next feud, which is meant to be with Kane, is going to be even better and going to help you get to the main event scene? I don't believe that, sucker. Are we meant to believe that your hair is not fucking greasy? It's greasy! It is greasy. Right. Your turn, Belmont. 1-on-1 with Roman Reigns. Asking some questions and see if you believe that.
You just covered them all for me. So
There
I
you
don't
go.
have any more questions.
There you go. Questions all answered. What's your thoughts, though?
Oh, Jesus. The feud of Big Show. Just like, really? You're going from the main event of WrestleMania to feuding with the Big Show? You know, how far do you want to crash down, you know? As far as the next feud goes, I don't think it's going to be with Kane. I think it's going to be with Bray Wyatt. I've just got a feeling.
Well, I'm hearing on the dirt sheet saying Kane and Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns' next feud is Kane and Bray Wyatt's next feud. Well, I'll get to that a bit later. I mean,
I think he's been fed so much shit though. Do you know what I mean? Like in the run up after the Rumble and then going up to Mania. I think he done well at Mania. I think he done the business. I thought he did fine. Fans are still booing him even though he hasn't got the title, didn't even get near it. It's just, he can't win. I don't know what's up with him at the moment. It's not his fault. I don't know what the fans are like smoking. There's a Major 420 going on in those arenas, but he's trying, man. He's improving. He's getting new moves.
He's definitely improving. He's getting better on the mic, but I think what the programs he's in at the moment is learning programs. I think that's what it is. But there could be other people he could learn with, I suppose. But it's just learning programs. And really, he should have done this before he came up to fucking the main roster, because they keep saying, oh, he was a standout in NXT. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was in NXT for a cup of fucking coffee. He wasn't even the NXT champion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but he obviously had the physique, the size, and that, he's Samoan and he's got the look. That's all they saw. That's when they brought him up. But again, that's not his fault.
That's not his fault. And the person I feel sorry for is fucking Bronson, the guy that got injured and then had to retire, because Bronson was going to be one big ass shoot fighter, and he probably was more likely to take that Roman Reigns spot in the Shield. Just imagine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, imagine this big dude just. No talking, just takes people out. That's all he did when Bronson was around. Just take people out, choke people out, end the story. No need to talk. Done.
Yeah.
And then
that's what they need to do with Roman Reigns. Just book him like Goldberg. Don't need to talk. Just be a legit ass kicker, and then fans will start to like it. Look at Brock Lesnar. Supposed to be a heel, but legit ass kicker. People love him. Reigns needs to go into that kind of mold now.
I think he just needs to find his character, his voice, his niche, just kind of find it. Because I feel once he hits it, that's it. Similar to when The Rock got it, that was it. But it's gonna take time. He's only been in the game, a couple years? So.
Yeah, that's all. So people just need to just step off Reigns just for a little while. Just let him sort it out, man. He's got to find, you say, he's got to find his weight.
Is that what you're saying? Let off the reins a little bit?
Just lay off the reins, just for a few months, you know.
Lay off the reins. Chad, I like the way Sheamus was booked to just take the piss. I like that.
Yeah, I'm liking Sheamus all around, period, right now. I think he's freaking awesome. I don't care what anybody says that you look stupid. I think he looks fucking sweet because he's finally, it helps with that fucking heel look. You know, he just looks like a warrior that's going to come out there and beat your fucking ass, and that's what he's doing.
The way he just slapped around, who was it, right? Zack Ryder? No.
Ryder,
yeah. Just slapped him around.
Yeah.
Did you see how orange Zack Ryder was?
Yes. I was waiting for someone to mention it.
Man.
Been drinking that Sunny D, man.
Yeah. You've been on that Sunny D.
Maybe you mixed the Sunny D with Kool-Aid. That's what happened. Too much mixing going on. That shit was just too crazy. And Chad, I love the way you was like, oh, I've been waiting for someone to say that. Oh man, only Sugs. But yeah, I just like the way he's taking a piss at the moment. Literally just taking a piss. He's a big guy. That's what he should be doing. Healing it up, taking a piss.
Exactly.
Chad, I don't know what he was saying before he said fella. What the fuck did he? All I heard was da fella. What?
Yeah,
I don't know what he was saying.
your guess is as good as mine. I have not. I did the same thing. I stopped and looked at Courtney. He's like, what the fuck did he just say? Nothing.
I like that entrance though. I like the steal one from Baron Corbin. Why don't you? But at the same time, yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, CM Punk, he's getting from Hideo.
Yes,
CM
this
Punk
is great.
was a dick.
Getting it from Hideo. I'm loving Hideo right now. He is going in on CM Punk. CM Punk carrying on like he didn't steal no moves, even though Hideo is the inventor of the GTS, which CM Punk is alluded to as well. Stop trying to gangbang on that shit, CM Punk, because all Hideo has to do is just put hashtag GTS. Done.
And CM Punk stole Randy Savage's elbow drop, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh man, he may say it's a homage, but yeah, we say taking the piss. Professor, no Neville. Is he already done?
No, I don't think he's done. I was surprised that I didn't see any Neville. I mean, he's been on TV the past couple of weeks since he debuted, and thank God they haven't made any more changes. They left it at the Cape. But I think he's doing all right. I mean, maybe they did it to sell Sheamus. I think the week prior on SmackDown, he got his ass kicked and put through a table and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe it was that.
Do you think he'll have a quick match at the pay-per-view?
Sure as hell hope it's not a quick match. I mean, the guy's way too talented to just go in there for like a minute or two. He needs at least 5-10 match, something like that. So I mean, I would like to see him there. I don't know what he's gonna do though.
I mean, because obviously he's not booked to be on a pay-per-view, but you know how they like to do those impromptu matches.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
We're gonna be a match shy anyway.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, because DB, there's a match we're losing. So who knows? They could throw him in there. What if they threw him in there with Barrett or something?
That would be interesting, but that means he'll take another loss, and then I've got a feeling that the next US title challenge, whatever, he's gonna be him, and you're gonna have a good match, and then it's done. All right, Shugs, Rusev fucking up Cena was absolutely amazing.
Oh mate, good as it when like the chain was on his
I like the night.
Listen,
just like it was so good, just like all up in his nose, just like. But Cena just sold it as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a professional.
He sold the shit out of it.
He's a professional, but that chain was so far up his nose. You could see so far up his nose. You could see Nikki's pubes, bro.
Where's Ron Simmons when you need him?
Hey, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for someone to say that.
But listen, oh god, that was brilliant. Visuals, Cena, I gotta clap you for taking that, because that looked like that hurt, bruv.
Yeah. Sit there and take your ass beating.
Rusev's face, man. Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
He has some of the best faces in WWE.
Oh man, he's just wicked. Belmont, all right, Miz Wonderbrand. What next for Sandown?
hopefully he reverts back to the saviour of the masses. Because I was watching this match thinking, shouldn't I just done it to Mania and let him recreate himself on the Raw the night after? The pop he would have got. Wouldn't it make more sense that way? The brand's worth fuck all anyway. So, but yeah, I think hopefully he goes back to the original gimmick he had, because that was the one that made him popular and got him in the WWE title hunt, so why not go back to that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly, man. Like, because the brand you're going after is just being branded the bull bag. Why would you want that?
The bull bag brand, yeah.
Why would you want that? Oh, man. Professor, we finally found out who Bray, well, I finally found out who Bray is talking about.
Did I?
Would you want to let it slip?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I'm sure you guys are going to be really disappointed. Kenny, I'm sure you already are. It's apparently Ryback. I mean, that's what I've been hearing on the rumor mill, that it's Ryback. Especially when he brought the weights, I was like, oh, it's Ryback. Oh, man.
No, that deserves a round of applause, man. He's gone from going against The Undertaker at Mania to going against Ryback in a feud. Well done, WWE.
This is what I'm talking about, man. It completely irks me and it grinds my gears that they keep doing this with Bray Wyatt. I don't get it. I don't understand. Kid's so talented, and then you have him lose at Mania. I get it. They're saying he gets a rub from the loss. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. A win still would have been better. And calling himself the new face of fear after you lost, it's no credibility there.
Doesn't work.
If you won,
exactly.
then okay.
He is no-selling that shit.
Yeah,
He is totally no-selling that shit. The very next night on Raw, he's still like, I'm still here in the new face of fear. What? Nothing happened last night.
Saying, man, the new face of fear. Like, the only thing Ryback will be scared of is whether his fucking sub falls off the fucking tape and just demolished everywhere. That's the only thing. But, oh, man. It's a shame.
Poor Bray,
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand it. I don't understand how you build up 2 years straight and smash him down twice.
I'm rearing up for a super kick party, man. I'm rearing up for a super kick party. I'm serious.
Losing to The Undertaker, everyone's saying, yeah, he gets a rub, but what's it do for him in the long run?
Man.
No.
Exactly.
Poor Rotunda.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The one we actually like gets shit on.
Yeah. They better not tank this one for real.
Oh, man.
I'm serious.
All right, let's move on. Main event: Ziggler versus Rollins. Thoughts on the match, Shugs?
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for these two to have like a bad match. Really, they're too good to have like a bad match, and they just play off each other and they just let it go. Like, you know, they just fucking go for it. And it would be nice if this was like a main event at like Extreme Rules, or, you know, at a pay-per-view in the future where you're going to see these, but we know it's not going to happen. We just got to appreciate the fact that we've got Rollins where he is, because Ziggler's never going to be there.
No using of the curb stomp no longer.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My brain is actually hurting, right?
That CJ Parker front smash, face smash DDT is awful.
Ugh.
There's no impact in it.
There was actually CJ Parker's finisher when he first came back in NXT, is what that is.
Yeah.
And it's fucking garbage. It's clunky as shit. It looks terrible. Like, real. Have you heard though that the curb stomp may still be used only in
special circumstances?
Yeah. Well, what the fuck was the Phoenix Splash for then?
Well, listen. There's no special circumstances, because you're thinking the punt could be used as a special circumstance.
Exactly.
The power driver. We do not see their moves anymore, so I don't know what they're talking about. They're saying it like, you know, it be put like that quotations, but really it's banned. Really banned. When you got fucking coup de grace going on.
Right.
You got double foot on people's chests and shit. But
what about Ziggler's DDT?
Oh, fuck. Don't even get me started.
See, where does it end? What are they going to ban
That's the
next?
truth.
They're going to ban that DDT next.
We're going to be thumb wrestling in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be hearing entrance music for giant guys to get in there and thumb wrestle.
Oh, God.
My God, that's unhealthy.
It's broken in half.
Out of nowhere.
Obviously, they can't use the Phoenix Splash as a finisher because it's a babyface finisher, isn't it, really? But what, I don't know. I'm just trying to think what kind of finishers he could use. He's creative enough to create something different, isn't he?
Well, yes. Hopefully he comes up with something that looks better than that piece of shit.
Because it's got to be something impactful. It's got to be something like the RKO, like the stunner, curb stomp, quick. But what can that be? Who knows? But no doubt he's going to be in the Performance Center with Brian Kendrick. He's learning that shit. Yep. All right. That's the end of the show. Well, not the end of the show. Hold on now. That's the end of the Raw show. Okay? End of Raw. Raw rating, please. Shugs.
5.
Chad.
I'm right there with him, dead middle of the road, 5.
Belmont.
Yeah, I have to agree. 5.
Sir Michael.
Same thing, 5.
5. Okay. Okay.
Just average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got no feedback because this dickhead, put it to myself, forgot to post it up on the. Yep. So.
Good work.
Feedback to what?
Oh.
Yep.
We'll give you some live feed right now. What was it for?
Why did we show up? Why did we turn up?
Why did we keep watching this every week, 3 hours? Why? I don't. I fast forward that shit, so good. But
Me too.
yeah. Anywho, we're gonna go to a break. Then we'll be back with Sugs Stunners, Extreme Rules predictions, the part 2 of our interview with Super Icarus. Then on the track of the week, you miss it.
This is CHIKARA superstar, former Grand Champ Icarus. You're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back, people. So it's podcast. It's your boy Kinny Killa, obviously here with the gather Sugar Sugs, and we are here with James Belmont, Chad Broughton, and Mike Rodrigues. So right about now, it is time for Sugs Stunners.
Okay. Jobber of the week. Just gotta go to Eric Wrongen. Just wasting his time. Didn't even get to the front of the salad queue.
I thought the table was going to get Jobber of the Week.
Yeah, just fuck this guy. Move of the week. I don't know. They took away my curb stop, so
Accolade, blood.
Accolade with a chain, but no one's getting moved of the week. I'm protesting because they took my curb stomp. So
Good man.
fuck them.
How are you, bro?
Wrestler of the week.
It's got to be either Orton or Rusev. It's got to be.
I'll give it to Orton. He had an easy night's work.
And that RKO, jeez, off the top of the. It's Rollins. You just got to clap Rollins because this guy, like, he knows how to be in the right positions at the right time to go to the right way to take that maneuver. Like, the guy jumps back off the ropes to be in a perfect position of the RKO. Oh man, love this guy. Too sick.
He sells it like a beast as well.
Yes, he does.
I'm reading one of these things off the website. Dirt sheets say that the Fool, Eva Marie, and Lana will see Big Push.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, I saw that too. Oh my goodness, I hope not.
Yeah. That's,
shit.
What, can I put the Fool?
The Fool, Eva Marie.
It went out to the masses, and someone come back and said, "Oh, why is Eva a fool?" And I said, no, it's her character that she portrays on our show is the fool, but not her as a person. I don't know her, but her character, yeah, she's the fool. She's the fool. Why is she there? Huh? Why is she there?
I will say one thing, with the training she's getting, I'm going to be silently optimistic, because let's face it, the Divas division sucks right now anyway, so she can't do no worse.
I watched it yesterday, doing size spreads and shit. I watched it yesterday, so.
See the DDT?
Oh yeah.
That was impressive.
Give her a clap for that shit.
Yeah.
She's doing the work, which is what should have been done before she had her ass on. They had her ass on TV in the first place. But like I said, character's the fool. She's not the fool. Don't know her, but hey, character's the fool, man. Anywho, right, let's go to our team prediction. We do spreadsheet Shugs. Nah. We're just gonna run this shit. Right, so let's go from the beginning. Right. Tag team match, player, WWE tag titles, Cesaro and Kid versus The New Day. Who's taking that down, Shugs? Oh shit!
Swerve, we've got a swerve here.
Curveball.
I just reacted like they really just won. Like, what?
Yeah. It's like the guy when Taker lost. It's just like, what?
Yeah. We're all just surprised right now.
Just why?
Okay, James?
I reckon Cesaro and Kid. I don't think they've really got going yet with this title run, so keep it on them.
Professor?
Cesaro and Kid.
Chad?
Yeah, Cesaro Kid, world class, baby.
Alright, so Chicago Street Fight, Ambrose versus Harper. Chad, come on, man.
I'm gonna probably Ambrose.
Ambrose.
So,
Okay. Belmont?
If they're smart, Ambrose.
Shugs?
Ambrose.
Professor.
Praying to God, Ambrose.
Okay. Again, kiss my ass match. What are you doing, man?
What the fuck?
Man,
Oh, what the fuck, man?
I wonder what this Rusev's been doing lately.
let them have a match, man. Just let them have a match. Why have you got to put this stupid... Alright, anyway, Professor, I'm coming at you again. Who's taking that?
Oh boy, Sheamus has to, man. To be honest, just to up his character a little bit more. He's bringing it, so they keep that steam rolling.
Chad?
Yeah, it's got to be Sheamus right now. I love Dolph, but if you brought Sheamus back with all this, it's got to be Sheamus.
Shugs?
Sheamus.
I'm going to say Ziggler, but he gets the shit beaten out of him afterwards.
Okay. Alright, now coming back at you again, Belmont. Last man standing match, Reigns versus Big Show.
It's got to be Reigns.
Obviously, no brainer. Shugs?
Reigns.
Oh my god. Professor?
When it rains, it pours.
Chad?
Big Show? No, it's Reigns.
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh man. Alright, Shugs. Divas title match, Bella, Nikki, Big Boo Bella versus Naomi. Taking it down.
Naomi.
That says it all. Okay, Chad?
Yeah, I'm going Nikki.
I just like the pause. Yeah, I'm going Nikki. Professor?
Nikki.
Belmont?
Whoever wins, we lose. So fuck it.
Pretty much.
I keep up with this division.
Okay, IC title match, Belmont. D. Bryan, Bad News Briar, is that happening or not? And if it's not, who's taking the place?
Jesus. If it doesn't happen, it's going to be like we alluded to, probably Neville against Barrett. If it does happen, I reckon Bryan needs to drop the belt, I think.
Okay.
The dude's falling apart.
Yeah. Shugs?
Yeah, I just want to see Bryan on TV, man.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins.
Chad?
James said exactly how I was going to say it. Really, pretty much is if he's not there, I guess Neville's really one of the only people I can think of to put in there. And if so, then he needs to drop it. It's time to take some time off. To me,
Professor.
Bryan, if it happens, and maybe pulling double duty, Sheamus might come in there. So who knows? Maybe him and Barrett have a little back and forth on Twitter lately. So who knows?
Okay, that's interesting. All right, coming back at you again, Professor, with Russian chain match for the United States Championship. John Cena versus Rusev.
Oh boy, 50 Shades of Rusev. Oh man. It's gonna be John.
Okay, John boy. Okay, James.
Needs to be Rusev. Got to get him back on the rails.
Okay. Chad.
Do I want to win? This one's got to be Rusev. Who's going to win? It's going to be Cena. I hate to say it. I hate that even coming out of my mouth. I want to puke right now.
Me too, Chad.
Shugs?
Yeah, I hope Rusev wins, but Cena's going to win.
I'm coming right back at you, Shugs, for the main event. Steel cage match. RKO is banned. Kane is the guardian of the gate.
I don't think Orton can win after Rollins has, been champ for such a short space of time. So,
yeah, Rollins.
Yeah.
Okay, Chad.
Yeah, everybody knows me and Orton, but Rollins is right behind him for me. But Rollins got to win this. You can't take the belt off him this early. No fucking way. It'd be stupid.
Professor.
Rollins with probably some shenanigans from Kane.
Okay. Did I get you, James?
No. Chad said it best. To take it off him now would be ludicrous. So I reckon with some shenanigans, he's going to retain.
Well, someone said to me that they feel that what's going to happen is Orton's going to win, right? By the referee is turned and he gives him the RKO, and then he gives him another move and pins him, and he wins, and then the decision is reversed the next night on Raw by the authority. Which leads them into another program for whatever fucking paycheck, payback, whatever you want to call it, pay-per-view, which is after, I think.
That's interesting. Yeah. But real quick, can I ask a question? Isn't a cage match no DQ?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
It
It is, yeah.
Right? So isn't that, how can Orton be DQ'd in a no DQ match, even if it
It's
is
a
banned?
skip. It's a skip.
I don't know.
I know,
They
but-
DQ'd Sheamus for throwing Neville on a table on SmackDown, so I don't.
That's true.
It's a step in it. It's one of the conditions of the match. So yeah, I know. All right then, people.
Lazy
what
writing.
What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go into our part 2 interview with CHIKARA superstar Icarus. So check this out. Right. So later on down the line, you then joined Claudio Castagnoli, who is now Cesaro in WWE, and Chris Hero in the Kings of Wrestling stable. Many segheads thought that Kings of Wrestling started in ROH, but it actually started in CHIKARA. What you must have some funny road stories whilst being in that group.
That was a really weird dynamic. So like Claudio at the time had this large, like, he came to the United States, and the first thing he did was go out and he bought this huge van. I mean, it was like, it had like the old wood paneling on it.
Oh no.
And it had like that little mini, like, 7-inch TV in it. But I remember the heat didn't work. So we went to a road trip to the Midwest, and the entire time we were all just like laying on the floor in a ball of, in like a little ball of people to try to stay warm. It was absolutely ridiculous, but that and I always enjoyed just, you know, hitting the road with Claudio, because he always knew the best spots to eat. Enjoyed his coffee. I'm a tea drinker. He's a coffee drinker, so that was a point of contention. But we did agree on Starbucks.
I could really just imagine you guys having a full-on steel cage match over tea and coffee. Just a Royal Rumble in the van. I could just imagine that. Oh man. So last year you defeated Eddie Kingston to become the only second ever Grand Champion. How did you feel to become the top guy then?
At the time,
yeah.
During that match, it was very weird, because in that match I got probably one of the worst injuries of my career, of a concussion, and it was funny because that night I you know, we'd been away for so long. I won the belt that night. I don't remember anything post that match, and then the next 2 shows I really wasn't on. Actually, I wasn't on because I stayed home. I was benched for a few months, actually, not wrestling at all. So it was like I got to be the top guy, so to speak, but my performance was really hindered, and it was kind of this weird thing. Like, in the back of my head, I knew, like, this is not how I want to be the top guy. I mean, when it comes to the locker room, though, it's a weird dynamic in that there's a few of us who, you know, we've been there for a long time. Eddie Kingston's one of them. Hollow Wicked is another. Ultra Mantis. So having that role was a little bit already established. But with the fans, the fan appreciation was really nice. Like, that was something, and it was a weird shift from being somebody who was just booed from every single member in the audience to then cheered and having my name chanted. And that was a weird transition, but I definitely enjoyed it.
So you've wrestled for Dragon Gate USA and Evolve, and you've wrestled over here also in the UK. Have you ever wrestled in Japan?
I did. I did a tour with Osaka Pro for about a week, which was amazing. That probably, the UK was pretty fun. It's number 2. It beats Germany, but Japan was my favorite. And it's just for many reasons. One, I got to spend a little more time in Japan, and I had more downtime to kind of get out there. But the locker room too, like, you know, we did the CHIKARA tour, and it was a CHIKARA tour, so we got to, you know, interact with some of the guys from Fight Club Pro and Attack Wrestling. But in Japan, it was a very limited amount of us, so we got to interact with the Osaka guys, and they're just awesome. That and they don't speak English, which is definitely helpful. Because sometimes not being able to speak is more helpful than being able to speak.
If you were approached by New Japan, and they wanted to include you in, say the G1 Climax or the Super Juniors or either one of those kind of tournaments, would you want to maybe tick something like that off your list?
It's weird because New Japan was never on my list, in just some weird way that I used to follow like a guy here or there, or I would get a DVD now and then. But for the most part, like I always followed Osaka Pro, and a little bit of Michinoku, but I never pinpointed one Japanese wrestling company up until about the past 2 or 3 years. I've really gotten into New Japan. So while it's not on my list, I would definitely, in a heartbeat, go to New Japan if that phone call ever comes.
So tell me about your history with Hello Wicked, because obviously you guys kind of started out together.
My history with Hello Wicked. Hello Wicked and I met in the 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's far back, man.
It was very surreal. In that somebody that I had gone to, grade school with, and had, basically when I met Hello Wicked, that rekindled my passion with wrestling. And it was somebody who I, from 13 years old, here we are 20 years later, main eventing in London for the championship. That was surreal. But yeah, I mean, we started training together at BC Bumps, or we met Blind Rage, and we initially met Quackenbush. And then in 2002, when Quack and Reckless Youth opened up the Wrestle Factory, we were both there together training, and it's been a long, long time. All through CHIKARA, many years.
Yeah, there's loads of history there. And like you said, to end up, in London, main eventing, fighting each other for the title. I mean, recently you lost the grand title to Hello Wicked in London. And like I said before, a lot of our listeners went there to see, that was their first experience at CHIKARA, after following you guys for a long time. So, for the fans, it was a big thing. What difference, is there with the UK and American fans for you?
The UK fans have better chance.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
It's funny because even in the United States, depending on what state you go to or what town you go to, the fans are always different. Philadelphia, I've had the honor and the privilege of being in Philadelphia for most of my life, so I'm used to the rowdiness that the UK fans bring and that energy, which is really good. I like the UK fans definitely had a lot of energy, and were enthusiastic the entire 4 days. Bless their hearts. I don't even say bless their hearts. I don't know who said that. That's weird. But yeah, they had that energy, which is just always nice, because you don't want to wrestle in front of a bunch of people who they'd rather be somewhere else. But I did enjoy their passion and their enthusiasm.
So, if you were offered the WWE tryout, is that something that you would interest you?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest, I mean, I'm not the biggest guy out there. Even by small guy standards, I'm not that big. If it was like an agent or training, I think I would almost be more interested in that kind of aspect than on TV. I do enjoy being on TV, but
okay, that's
there's some guys out there though, like Stardust. There's a guy out there called Cesaro who he looks like he'd be fun to work.
Oh man, yeah. Like I said, you and Cesaro, Royal Rumble in the van over tea and coffee. I'd love to see that in WWE. Okay, that's an interesting answer. I like that. It's different to a lot of the answers that I get, and that's what it's all about. We dig deep, people, to make sure we get the different answers from all the different people we interview. Okay, so final question, Icarus. What does the future hold for yourself?
That is a really good question. Obviously, my heart will always be in CHIKARA, and I'll be there for as long as the mind and body are willing. I will be in CHIKARA. That's kind of my bread and butter in my home. Even days that I get down on wrestling or I get down on this or that, CHIKARA is definitely my home. Whether I go anywhere from there, it's hard to say. But for the most part, that's where I'm concentrated at. Is CHIKARA.
Okay, nice. All right. Well, let the UK fans know where they can find you on Twitter or Facebook or any kind of social media website, anything.
Well, I'm gonna plug the shows. The first show that we did over in the UK officially dropped yesterday for British eyes only. So you can go to CHIKARAPro.com, and our new system is amazing. It's very much like iTunes in that you can buy the show for download and streaming, much like you would an album, and then you could actually just purchase. If you just want one single match of, let's say, Icarus, you could purchase that much like you would a single off of a track. So go over to CHIKARAPro.com and scoop that for British eyes only up, and then you can find me on the Twitter at Icarus WRW. It stands for Ringed Warrior. You can find me over there, or at Facebook, I'm Icarus space WRW, as if WRW was my last name. And you can go over there and friend me and post on my wall, like my statuses.
Great.
And I have a MySpace that I don't know if I ever shut down. So if you would like to look me up on MySpace.
No, that's old school. That's old school. Right there. Yeah. MySpace.
Jigsaw said he finally deleted his, and I should have deleted mine, but I don't know. One day it'll make a comeback.
I'll tell you what, Icarus, this has been amazing. Thanks for allowing us to interview you. And yeah, all I can say is all the best for the future, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir.
And there you go. Really, really good interview I had with CHIKARA superstar Icarus, who was over here in the UK recently, lost his CHIKARA Grand title to Hello Wicked, who you just heard he grew up with. So yeah, you can check out Icarus. It's Icarus underscore WRW on the Twitter, so make sure you follow him there. Look out for this guy, man. He's got, he's a great, great talent. Maybe controversial about what he said about WWE, his chances in WWE, but all the while, I would love to see the guy, in the, Super Juniors in New Japan. So, yeah, that's interesting. All right. So it is time for the 10 count. We debuted this game last week, in place of Beat the Clock. So yeah, I mean, are all three of you ready to run the 10 count?
Oh boy.
I mean, listen, if you don't want to, you could just take your skirt and just walk to the left.
I see how
we're representing.
Representing, son.
Come on, cousins.
Let's go.
Cousins. All right.
You don't talk like that to the champ.
Come on, cuz. All right. Come on, cousin. All right, let's do this. 10 count. So, who would like to go first?
And nobody stands up.
Hey. Damn, all right, I'll go first.
All right, Belmont. Belmont's going first. Belmont, you have the choice of category A, B, or C. Which one do you want?
I'm going to go for B.
B. Okay. B. B category is King of the Ring. So what you have 10 seconds. Okay, Shugs, you ready with the 10 seconds, dog? All right, you have 10 seconds to name as many King of the Ring winners as you can. So, countdown, Shugs.
Okay, so where are we? 3, 2, 1, go.
Stone Cold.
Yep.
Triple H. William Regal. Sheamus. Oh, fucking who else? Oh, I can't think of any other ones.
That's done.
Oh shit! Damn! I just went a blank off the show notes. Damn it!
Jokes, man. I thought you were doing the 10 seconds though.
Brock Lesnar, Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Just
Where's the King of the Ring? Oh, I forgot about that.
Jokes, man.
No sold that 10 count.
He's just looking at the time, sipping his fucking.
No sold that 10 count.
All right. Fucking 4, Belmont, 4. Right. So who's going next?
I'm
Throw it up
so
at me.
guys. Come on, someone step up.
All right, Chad, you stepping up.
I guess. This is
Alright.
gonna be terrible.
Chad, you got category A or C, my friend.
C.
All right, we have world champs. What you have to do is name as many big gold belt in the WWE World Heavyweight Champs, okay? Just a big gold belt in WWE, you understand? Yep. So from 2002. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeesh.
Shugs, you ready? Count them down.
All right. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Triple H, Randy Orton, Edge, shit, and then everybody just goes out of my fucking head. Punk didn't win it. Brock didn't win it.
Stop. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Punk did win it.
3.
Did he?
What, the big gold belt?
Yeah, he catched him.
Yeah.
That's right.
He won it twice, didn't he?
Yep.
You didn't mention Shawn Michaels either.
Yeah, Punk.
You know,
Punk won
Michaels
it.
is always in the front of my mind, but
Punk's first world title was the World Heavyweight.
that's right. I forgot.
See, it's hard, isn't it? Your mind just goes blank.
3.
Yeah.
All right. So which leaves the professor with category A, which should be interesting. So
Oh boy.
category A is authority, right? So what you've got is to name as many WWE GMs, that's Raw and SmackDown, and commissioners as you can in 10 seconds.
All right.
Shugs, you ready?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
William Regal, Shawn Michaels, Mike Adamle, Vicky Guerrero, Stephanie McMahon, Paul Heyman, Booker T.
10.
Done. Right. So adjudicator, was Paul Heyman actually a GM?
Yeah, SmackDown.
All right, there you go. So, but Booker T was not. So we've got
Was he
one,
not? Was he not
two-
SmackDown GM? I thought he was.
No, was he SmackDown GM?
I
Thought so.
think
You didn't say Teddy Long. Did you say Teddy Long?
Teddy
No,
Long?
I said
No, he didn't say
Booker
Teddy
T.
Long.
I thought he did it for like a
How
little
can you?
while.
I think he should just be void, null and void, because he didn't say the best manager in tag history player.
Either way, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. 6. So you're on all of you guys are on the leaderboard, but leading the way right now still is I believe Chris Dutton. So he still has 7 at the top of the leaderboard.
That
Dutty
dirty guy.
man.
How did I forget Teddy Long too? Oh man, I'm gonna go back to
Teddy
bed.
Long.
Dude, that's the one I was sitting here in my head going, say Teddy Long, say Teddy Long, say Teddy Long.
Say Mick Foley.
Oh my,
I was gonna go
King
to
of the
bed.
Ring winners,
I'm gonna
man.
go to bed.
King of the Ring winners. You could have had Bret Hart. You could have had fucking Owen Hart. You could have had Kurt Angle. Could have had Brock Lesnar. Could have had Edge.
Edge was King of the Ring.
Yes, the big cup, man. The big cup. You remember when Christian was like,
yeah.
Edge, give me the cup, Edge.
I think he drank out of that cup.
It's mine, Edge. I'm gonna double cross you, Edge, because I.
They need to bring that back, that King of the Ring.
Know that.
Yes, I do.
Know that.
Hell yeah.
World champions we could have had Batista, we could have had great
Half the
company.
roster.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan. Oh, we could have had loads, man. We could have had loads. Anywho, authority. Who else was missing? AJ Lee. Could have had AJ Lee.
Oh Christ, yeah.
Yeah. Could have had AJ Lee.
Forgotten moment in history.
Could have had President Jack Tunney.
Oh, that's my boy right there, Jack Tunney.
How
Yes.
about that?
We should go back to those days.
Yeah. Anywho, it's the end. It is the end of the show. What a
Not
show it
already.
was. Very fun. Love it. So I have to thank my American brethrens for getting up so early, and joining us on this show. So I have to thank Chad, B, Broughton. Say hi to your Mrs. Courtney for me and let the people know where they can find you on the Twitter, and where they can find, obviously, Open Turnbuckle.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, Kenny, for having me on the show yet again. It's always a freaking blast and always a pleasure. Even if I do have to get up at 5:30 in the morning over here in the States. But you can follow me on Twitter at B_ROTT36. It's BROT36. Right now, I'm still working on TRN. I haven't talked to Alex yet in a few days, and we're trying to really get it going again. Like, I've got some things in the works. Open Turnbuckle, the podcast, is actually kind of canceling, and I'm starting another one with a guy named Coop the Comedian, and we just came up with the name of Takeoff Point. So June 17th is going to be our launch day for Takeoff Point with myself and Coop the Comedian. And then, of course, on Offshoot here, I've been writing articles for Max Wrestling Magazine now for the past 2 or 3 months. So go check those out. I just wrote an article for this month about how right now is a complete replay of 20 years ago, and we're getting ready to hit another boom in WWE, and how Seth Rollins is basically a combination of Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. So definitely go check that one out. Yeah, that's where you can find me and what I've got going on right now.
Okay. Also, I appreciate fully my man, Emrod, Mike Rodrigues. Let the people know where they can find you on the Twitter, my friend.
Oh, first off, man, no problem, and I appreciate you having me on again, in the same month. It's the first time that's ever happened, but you can find me at Mr. President 92, and for my wrestling stuff, you can find me at Quinn Wrestles.
Quinn Wrestles, okay. And obviously, Offshoot guy, Offshoot matriarch.
The architect.
Belmont with his Belmont banner. I appreciate it, bro. Let the people know where they can find you, Offshoot, on the Twitter.
Oh, thanks for the invite. Thanks for letting me bring the revolution to your doorstep as well. You can find me on Twitter at JX2001. You can follow the official Offshoot Radio account at Offshoot Radio, because there's always room for one more. That's all I got to plug.
Okay. And obviously you cannot do this without the hashtag tech guy who kissed the girls and makes them cry. It's the goddamn Sugs.
Always a pleasure, mate. You know me. I just do my thing.
Oh, yeah. Track of the week this week. It is none other than, I think, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's TNA theme music. Yep,
nice.
Samoa Joe. And the new version with the rapping in it. That's right. So, yeah. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that, slap nuts. Woo!
Always knew he would. That's why he's over. Be on top. That's what he does now. If you don't come along, there's gonna be a beat down. Now he's done it. Everything you see in the world. That's why the word you can't take back. That's why back up. That's why